Hey, it's Chris Dancy, and I'm here at Fulmont Pride. Today is September 21st, the new moon, and we are having our first multi-county, publicly supported by officials, Pride event here in the Mohawk Valley. Pride is so much more than drag queens and parades. Pride's about loving the people in your community that are with you every day. So when we were planning the event, we wanted to have this idea of choose your own adventure. So the idea of it being kind of like a Disneyland where there are different lands you could go to. So our first thing was we worked with Big Gay Market to bring in over 50 vendors from the capital region area so you could go shopping. The next thing we did, we had an info booth where you could get swag and events and a map of everything. We have in a whole area, we've got 3 different workshops. We have a seniors workshop, a young people's workshop, and a middle person's workshop. So all the age ranges were represented. And then we wanted to have a bounce house, face painters, and then we had maybe, I think, 8 or 10 food trucks. So, and then we have a community closet. So there was literally, if you want to shop, if you want to eat, if you want to meet other people, find your tribe, just hang out and have fun. I tried to do everything. I tried to create the Pride event I would want to go to. I hope they meet new friends. I hope they feel new community. I hope they learn about FMCC. It's an amazing campus. If you're over 25 and under 55, you can go back to school for free. So this is a great thing going here. But more than anything, I just hope they have a moment where they can look around and just notice everyone and think, the world's not too bad. I think for me, there were 2 big seminal moments of putting this together. The first was seeing the families, people with little kids, big kids, kids of all ages, and then the older folks, people, senior citizens, people, 55 and older who came together. For me, I got a little emotional when I had to welcome everyone to the event because, this is, I've been going to Pride events for 40 years. And they're never not emotional. We spend our days going about our lives and not really paying attention to who's with us and who's not. So I was invited to be at an event at St. Kateri's Shrine, and a board member found out I was gay from the newspaper and uninvited me. I was angry when I was uninvited from that event. But for me, I thought the proper way to channel that anger wasn't being vitriolic or being angry or trying to make them feel bad, but is to create something more inclusive, to show them that I might be just one homosexual here in the area, but there are thousands of others. For me, it can be scary, as an older queer. This is not the first time we've had questions about our government or our politics. This isn't the first time people have been hunted down or attacked or killed for who they were. We had Matthew Shepard, we had Ryan White. This is not the first time. And I think for me, creating something where you could feel safe and supported, having the backing of public safety officials, the Congressman Tonko, the Sheriff of Montgomery County, the Mayor of Johnstown, the County Executive, heck, the Postmaster even showed up. So, these are people who, aren't swung by ideology, but they're swung by just making everyone feel welcome. And we've been so fortunate to have that public support here at this event. It's not easy to be around today. And like I said this morning, it's not whether times are good or bad, it's whether we keep going. So the job of this event was to keep going. So officially there will be a Fulmont Pride 2026. It'll be in the fall again. Location and date to be announced, but it'll be in September again. There's no way we can let this much love stop. Hope to see you at Fulmont Pride 26. This is Chris Dancy. I love you.